Alright, hey guys, so, I'm back again, to once again talk about my Germany trip, as it has now been more than a year since that started. So, last time I talked about the day that Braun and I went to Museum Island, and today is going to be the group field trip, to Rostock and Warnemünde, and possibly, if I have time, the Germany-Brazil game from the World Cup, which was also the same day. July 8th, we all got up really early to catch a bus from Berlin to Warnemünde on the Baltic Coast, which was actually kind of cool. Unfortunately, we had kind of sucky weather that day. It was all kind of cold and wet and rainy and really gray, but it was still really nice. The bus ride was kind of long, felt like a lot longer than it was. It was only like 2, maybe 3 hours, but it wasn't all that bad. So we got up there, and the bus dropped us off near the beach where there was a market set up, which was awesome. But we all, before exploring the market, we all went and had fun at the beach, and which wasn't, I say fun, it was still cold and gray and not raining yet, but we could tell it was going to. Some people in our group actually went swimming, which I don't know how they were able to stand the cold. But it was still pretty fun. I did take off my shoes and play in the sand a bit, and at least get my feet wet in the water. It was really cold, but it felt kind of nice. Don't think I could have gone swimming in it though. But yeah, so we did that for a little bit, and then I went with Braun again and Jessica, though Jessica kind of got split off from us at some point, to explore the market, which was really fun. They had lots of really cool shops that sold little trinkets and candy and food and all kinds of really neat stuff, and I had a very specific goal in mind looking at this market, but I was looking for a pendant that I'd been wanting, because I couldn't find one of decent quality at a reasonable price here, so I was thinking maybe there I would find the one I wanted, because I wanted Mjolnir, which I did find eventually, and I got a stainless steel Mjolnir that's about, alright, but yeah, I found it eventually. I got this nice stainless steel Mjolnir it came with the cord and everything, which the guy did up to be adjustable for me, which is really nice because I'm really tiny, so. But yeah, so I got this for about, with the cord and everything, for about 20 euros, which was not too awfully bad. But yeah, I quite like it. So I got this, and then we went to continue exploring, and we found a stand that was selling like fish sandwiches, and it was about lunchtime, and my German professor, Professor Robinson, had told me and Braun that this place had really good fish sandwiches, so we were like, sure, why not, let's give it a shot. Braun liked it. I took like 2 bites of mine. It was kind of slimy and gross, and I kind of just threw it in the trash can because it made me want to throw up. So I stopped taking recommendations for food from Professor Robinson after that. But yeah, so then on our way back towards the bus, when it was getting close to when we all had to meet up, Braun and I stopped by this stand where you could get a bag and then fill it with like scoops of candy, and it was really nice. I got about 4 euros worth of candy, like all kinds of nice gummies and licorice and things. And so I was snacking on that for most of the rest of the day, and it was really nice. So yeah, we then boarded the bus again and went from Warnemünde to Rostock, which was really cool. The weather was more sunny and nice by that point because it started raining while we were in Warnemünde, around the time Braun and I actually got lunch. But, so it ended up being rather nice. So we set about exploring the area there, which we didn't have as long there as we did in Warnemünde, which was kind of sad because I actually liked Rostock better. We went towards the area of the university there, explored the area around this old church, which I can't remember the name of, but it was really cool. We found the medieval watchtower that's in Rostock, and let's see, other than that we didn't really do much there, which was a pity because I actually started to really like it there. But yeah, so that ended up being not as exciting of a field trip as everyone had thought it would be, but it was required by the program for us all to go, so oh well. But so yeah, at around like 2, 3 o'clock maybe, we all boarded the bus and headed back towards Berlin, and for my Prussian history class we had to write informal responses to every field trip that we did, including the one to Rostock and Warnemünde, so everyone who was in my class was writing theirs on the bus ride back. Yes, then we got back to Berlin, and a whole group of us, so there was Braun and Jessica and Mark and I can't remember who the other one was, and then one more guy and then me, all got changed into like our like German soccer stuff, and so we got changed and we all went down to the Fan Mile, which was down behind the Brandenburg Gate, which was really cool. It was absolute insanity. We went down there to watch the Germany-Brazil game of the World Cup, which I forgot how intense Germans can get about their soccer until this game. And it was really cool, but kind of scary at the same time. But yeah, it was awesome. The Fan Mile was awesome. They had like food and drink stands down the whole thing. They had a Ferris wheel. Which was really cool, but I don't understand quite why they had a Ferris wheel. But yeah, and they had all these big, huge screens for us to watch the World Cup on. And it was so intense to watch it there. It was just so intense, and every time the German men's national team would score a goal, everyone at the Fan Mile who had a drink of any kind would immediately throw it up in the air. So for those of you that actually remember that game, Germany scored 7 times. That's a lot of drinks being thrown, because there's about 50,000 people at the Fan Mile. That's a lot of drinks. So yeah, that was... I eventually stole Braun's hat to hide underneath somewhat from all of the raining drinks. But yeah, it was cool. Even the most intense German soccer fans started to feel sorry for the Brazilian team after about goal 5, and they were kind of just they were all kind of just like, just score 1 goal. We feel so bad. Just 1 goal. But yeah, it got so crazy at the end of that game when Germany won that game. It was an experience. If you ever get the chance, if you're ever in Germany during the World Cup, if you're in Berlin, get yourself down to the Fan Mile if you can. It is awesome. But yeah, so after that we just all went back to our hotel and attempted to get sleep. Didn't, no, that was just no. Sleep wasn't happening nights, so that when there were World Cup game nights, that just sleep wasn't happening. But yeah, so that was that day. It was kind of fun, kind of intense. But yeah, so that's all for that. I will see you guys next time when I discuss my long, kind of horrible, but kind of awesome weekend in Vienna. So look forward to that, and I will see you guys.